Welcome to the Motocross Supercross podcast. Podcast.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Motocross Supercross podcast.
Episode 221 of the Motocross Supercross podcast, where we're going to be talking about Monster Energy Cup. I'm Claudio, here with Adam. What's up, Adam?
What's up? We are alive. We are not dead. We are back. Disappeared for a little bit. Just a little bit. Take a little break. You know how it is. Thanks to everyone who reached out to us on Instagram, Facebook. We said we would be back, and, you know, it's better late than never, as they say. So, sorry for disappearing, but we're back. So much to talk about, and dude, I don't even know where to begin. It's like so much happened.
You're absolutely right. We took a break after the Supercross season ended, and well deserved, because I think after that Supercross season, which was amazing, you know, full of surprises. Well, we had a Cooper Webb who came out on top of everyone. You know, he beat Eli Tomac, he beat Marvin Musquin, he beat Ken Roczen with the new KTM team. And what a way to make a statement pretty much on this Supercross season, which I'm very excited for the new one that's coming up.
Yeah, exactly. I think we went to Vegas and we just partied too hard, and then we're just like, oh, here's our preview show, and then it was just like we were just so burnt out that we couldn't even do the rest. So
yeah, that's probably why they took away Vegas for last round and they put Houston or Utah. Because we partied way too hard over there, and yeah, so thanks, AMA, I guess.
But we're not going to talk too much about that, but it was a really crazy race, just with, you know, AC going down, Ferrandis, you know, taking the championship from him, and then same thing, Justin Cooper had problems, and Sexton took the championship there, and it was just an awesome race, so it was a great way to end that season.
It really was.
And the big thing happening now is this Monster Energy Cup. Yeah. 2019. This is always like one of the favorite races of the year, obviously. There's $1 million on the line.
Absolutely right. Monster Energy Cup coming back for the 9th year in a row. As we know, last year's winner was Eli Tomac with that controversial, you know, pass over Savacci at the end, which, you know, team tactics, as we always talked about, and you know, it's happened before. It's for $1 million, so why not? But yeah, last year winner, Eli Tomac, coming back to defend this title, I guess, and trying to get another $1 million.
Exactly, and he is going to be there against the 2017 champion, Marvin Musquin. So we'll see if he has anything to, you know, contribute to this.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this race. It's going to be interesting. There's a lot of big names on this one. Some of the names that are not going to be there is your 2018 champion, Jason Anderson, who will not be able to make it this weekend. Also, Cooper Webb, who decided to focus more on team testing and getting ready to defend his championship on the 2020 season.
Yeah, so we'll find out for sure who everyone is that is going to be there. But we do have Justin Barcia, we got Tomac, and we got AC and Aaron Plessinger, Malcolm Stewart looking really nice.
Yep.
And, you know, seen him all over Instagram recently.
Yep, yeah. Dean Wilson with the new signing back again on the Husqvarna team, officially a factory. Yeah, what a soap opera that's been for him. And we also have, like you mentioned, Justin Barcia. We're going to have the return of your number 6, Jeremy Martin, who's been a minute since we've seen him racing, and he's going to be racing this 450 class.
Racer X hashtagged it. It was like, Jeremy Martin is going to be in for Monster Cup. He hasn't raced since Muddy Creek in 2018. Hashtag he's back. And I was like, oh, I don't know. Yeah, his back. It should be his back. Not he's back.
Oh, I see what you did there. Yeah, that's good. That's a good one.
Yeah.
But
also, we're gonna have the legend, Chad Reed.
Yes.
He is back.
The legend, Chad Reed.
Yeah, but he's not going to be with the JGR team.
Nope.
So, you know, he was trying so hard to get a deal with them because his Instagram was just like, oh, thank you so, every time he went riding, it was just, thank you so much, JGR. Such a blast. Oh, can't wait to ride. I can't wait, guys. It's been so awesome. Oh, JGR is sweet. And then it's just like those posts stop, and it's just like, oh, here I am on my Honda.
Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We knew he was definitely gonna try to make it for this race. He's trying to get it right together for next year. He's pretty much just waiting on the JGR team to kind of make their mind up to see who they want to put up there. Because if we talked about, if you really want to think about it, we have Pike, who is still hurt pretty much, I would say. I don't know if he's ever going to come back. You have Justin Hill, who just signed with the Moto Concepts Smart Top, Bullfrog, Spas, blah, 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 yeah,
blah, blah, blah,
exactly.
blah.
So we have him signing with that team, which, by the way, I feel like that's going to be a great team with him and Malcolm Stewart with the move from, Justin Braden to the factory Honda. So that's going to be interesting to see. So that's pretty much why Chad Reed put a little preseason team together to kind of, hit this Monster Energy Cup and also the New Zealand Supercross and a couple of the Australian Supercross. This is just preseason, though, so don't count Chad Reed on a Honda just yet.
Well, Chad Reed, he killed it last year. He got third place in that third main event behind Tomac and Savacci. So, it's only a 10-lap race, so you can't count anyone out. You just got to get a good start.
Definitely not. Somebody else is going to be there. It's going to be Tim Geyer, who is your current MXGP champ. He tried doing it back in 2017, if you guys remember, but he pretty much crashed out at the beginning of the races. And but he's back. He's back to see if he can do something this year against the best of the best of Supercross, which is the guys over here in the States.
That's right. Well, pretty much those foreign riders, they all whooped us in motocross.
Yeah,
they got us real good. Motocross of Nations did not go good for us. Good thing we weren't doing our podcast during that, because it was even worse than last year.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And then we'll talk about that on our next podcast. But in this one, we're talking about Monster Energy Cup.
Yeah, but for him, I feel like we're gonna get him good. We got him good. They can beat us at motocross, but Supercross, this is American, all right?
American, yeah, American. That's where it's at. But let's talk about this Monster Energy Cup, because not only if it's one of the craziest races that we've seen in the last 9 years, I would say, the 9 years that it's been running, but this year, Ricky Carmichael, it's going above and beyond with 3 different starts, 3 different designs, 3 different motos, 1 winner, $1 million. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
Because it's crazy. These layouts are crazy, and I can't believe that they're going to be able to pull it off, hopefully.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting, because it's like the first time they do a right-hand turn. The second time they do a left-hand turn. They run the track one way, one race, and then the other way the next race, and it is going to be interesting to see how they pull this off.
Yeah, they're good.
It is always one of it's like an experimental race of the year. It's like, so maybe if it goes well here, it's something we'll see in future races or something. Who knows?
Yeah, don't forget the Joker lane, too.
The Joker lane.
Yeah, Ryan Dungey. What?
Well, Another thing that's really cool about this race is they have this Cardo system, this rider communication that they are allowing. It's not allowed in the regular Supercross season, but during this Monster Energy race, these Cardo systems will be used free of charge for the racers, where they can, mechanics and stuff can communicate with the riders. And I dig that. I really like that. I think that's a good idea.
I remember we talked about this last year. We talked about it. I feel like it could be important, especially, when you have instead of just waiting for a pit board, every lap, you can just immediately talk to your guy and let him know what's happening. If there's a crash, if there's a rider down, how far you are, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, exactly. I know we talked about this too on the podcast. It's a great idea. So obviously the promoters of Monster Energy Cup are listening to us. So shout out, guys.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. But yeah, I'm very excited to see what's going to happen this Saturday, October 19th. If you're looking for information on how to watch this race, it's going to be actually on the Goal Pass for NBC Sports. There we're going to have a 7 o'clock pre-show, 7:30 pre-show. The night show will start at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and it's going to be aired on the Gold Pass and also on NBC Sports as well. So various ways to be able to see this show.
Yep, and the other cool thing is this race is not just, the premier class, the big bikes. They have, amateur races too. The Supercross, Super Mini Futures race, the KTM Supercross exhibition, the juniors. Yep. So that's pretty cool too. You get to see some of those other classes run as well.
Yeah, you have the kids that are coming up on the sport. Like you said, the Futures, which is your 250 class. You have Jet Lawrence, who is one of the the Honda guys coming up. You're gonna have Pierce Brown for one of the KTMs coming up, and other names. I mean, the 250 Futures, which is your 250 class, I guess coming up in the sport guys, and that's also a good class to keep an eye on because these are the kids that are gonna be making. Some of them will be making the debut on the sport this 2020 year or season. And then also you have the Super Mini, and you're going to have, your Ferries, you're going to have your Di Francescos, you're going to have all the kids that we've been seeing at Loretta's killing it. Well, they're going to be here. And if I'm not wrong, Di Francesco had some troubles last year.
Yeah, definitely. The amateur class is so crazy to watch during this race because they just go for it. They don't hold back at all.
Yeah, yeah, you're absolutely right.
Another thing that I thought was really cool is about this race, there is no bike limit really for the premier class. So we're going to see Mike Alessi on a 2-stroke, an Eddie Sanders Yamaha 250 converted into a 325. So I don't know if he'll be able to do anything with that, racing everyone else, but that'd be cool to see if he could do something, and then maybe we could see some 2-strokes get back in the mix. Could be very interesting.
I doubt
in the future.
I really doubt it, man. Especially in this class and the way that this year it's gonna be. I mean, you're gonna have like we mentioned earlier in the show. You're gonna have your defending champ Eli Tomac. You're gonna have Plessinger coming back. You're gonna have Adam Cianciarulo pretty much making a debut on the 450 with that brand new number 9. You're gonna have Dean Wilson on the Husqvarna, as we know, he's good on it. Chad Reed. Stewart, Bowers, you're going to have Barsha, you're going to have...
The legend, Chad Reed.
That you cannot forget about the legend, Chad Reed. The 7 Deuce Deuce, who apparently is going back to the 7 Deuce Deuce. You're going to have...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you're going to have Tim Gager, who just won the MXGP, the World Championship. You're going to have Jordi Texier, who is your Frenchman who won Destinations not this year, but last year with Team France, and Ferrandis was in that team as well. So it's a stacked class, and I really doubt that Mike Alessi will be able to do anything with a 2-stroke, especially pull out a whole shot like we've used to see him.
Yeah, exactly. So if it does happen, you would be very surprised, right?
Definitely. Oh yeah, definitely. And I will give him mad props, and I will definitely start looking into more 2-strokes like you mentioned, but I really, really doubt that it's going to be something that we may see.
Okay, well, that's cool. That's cool. That is definitely something to look forward to. Well, what do you say we just make a couple predictions then before we end this episode, our first episode back in a couple months. So let's make some predictions, and then after this race, we're still going to come back and run through all the stuff that we missed, obviously, and we're back, everybody. So just like our old episodes, let's go ahead and make some predictions of who you think is going to win or take home the $1 million. Let's start there. You think anyone takes home this $1 million again?
That was going to be my question to you. Do you think anyone will take the $1 million this year again for the 3rd time in a row?
I got to say yes, because that was so cool. Savachi last year just let Eli by. So I think it would be really cool to see if someone wins the first 2 motos, if we can have that happen again. Like, even if it's someone from a different team or something, just someone they're friends with. I think that would be so awesome. So I'm hoping yes.
There's a lot of hype for Adam Cianciarulo in that 450. So I'm kind of excited to see if Kawasaki will be able to pull it again. I feel like Kawasaki is actually the only team with 2 riders out there besides... Yeah, I think that's it, because Yeah, Malcolm Stewart won't have Justin Hill. Honda's not even there. Like, no Braden or Roxon.
Just Reed.
Barsha's out there. Well, maybe him and Plessinger could do something.
Well, the last time AC was on this track, he blew his championship. So maybe he wins the first 2 motos and then he just can't. He chokes like he did.
Well, let's go top 3. Who you got?
So let's start with you, Claudio. Who do you think is getting top 3?
Dude, for my top 3, this is tough, but I think Eli Tomac will defend his championship. I think he's going to get it again. I think he will win. He's not going to win the $1 million. I don't think there's going to be a $1 million winner this year. But I will put Eli Tomac up there. I'm going to go with Wilson in second, and then Malcolm Stewart is going to be in third.
All right, I like that.
Let's see how we're doing.
Really cool.
Let's see how we're feeling for this year's prediction, because last year we were doing pretty good. So.
All right, I'm going crazy, bro. I'm going Malcolm Stewart to win the $1 million.
Oh.
Take all 3 motos, take home the $1 million. Eli, we'll have him up there in third, and then second, I'm gonna put Barsha up there.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just gonna mix it up, but yeah, Malcolm, let's pull for our Florida bro to just go out there and just take home $1 million.
Hell yeah, I like it.
Yeah, that's our picks. Let us know who you guys are picking. You can hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at MXSX Podcast. We are back. We're going to touch on all this news that we missed. And thanks, everyone, for staying with us. Or if you're a new listener, welcome. And I'm ready for this 2020 season, man. It's going to be a great time.
Yeah, I'm very excited. We have Tampa back on the schedule. And, well, that's something that we're going to talk about in our next episode. Don't forget to tune in. Don't forget to tell your friends. Don't forget to follow us. And we're back.
We're back. Subscribe. Tell everybody. And we'll see you next time on the MXSX Podcast.